Thank you both so much.
Look at your chair.
Of course.
I know. I'm such
What
a
is
nerd.
it?
It's Marvel,
Oh, it's Marvel.
Iron Man. Yeah.
I see it now.
And then I've got all the Funkos.
Yeah, you do.
Go. Mama is geeky.
It's
I
true.
love it.
Girl, I hope you got those insured. Look at all of those.
This isn't even the half of them. It's
What?
I know. You should see over there. It's a lot. I have a problem. It's an expensive habit.
Sure.
Sure.
But I love it. But it's fun.
I get it. I get it.
Speaking of fun things, let's talk about this great show. What a good pivot, right? What was it about this show that really, truly made you guys be like, I need to be a part of this?
Well, listen, it's, you read scripts and they're not all great. The writing on this was so beautiful and simple, and it made me laugh. It made me cry. I was kind of desperate to be part of it.
Yeah, for me, it's the kind of television that I not just like to watch as an audience member, but I like to make as an actor. It's reminiscent of Felicity for me, or Parenthood, or Friday Night Lights. Very sort of simple stories about the human condition, just well written. And that's what this is. And I love it. No one is living underground. There's no aliens coming down. I'm not breaking down the door with a gun. It's just situations that we all find ourselves in, and beautifully told.
It's so grounded. It's exactly that. It feels like these could be your neighbors.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It feels like these are people and that's what I love about it, is it just feels like you said, Parenthood. It's that same kind of story.
Yeah, and it's that nice multi-generational story too, where the storylines for the kids are developed as they are for us, as it is for JR, who plays my ex-husband. All the lives from reading it on day one felt full and lived in, and developed. Yeah. It's relatable.
Yeah. For me, I watched the first episode and I was like, I want to watch this with my teenage girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're 13 and almost 15, which is wild. And I'm it goes so fast.
Girl, I got a 16-year-old daughter, a 14-year-old son, 11-year-old son. I get it.
My oldest just finished her first year of college. I'm like, stop.
Oh my God.
It's so much.
I'm I remember when you were a baby, but I'm this show is something we could watch together as a family.
That's right.
And that's what I was going to say. What does that mean to you guys, that this is something families are going to sit down and watch together?
That's our hope. That was the idea, right? Because my kids go from 11 to 16 now, we don't watch any scripted programming. There's nothing out there that's okay for everybody. That, they might be able to watch it, but mom and I won't like it. This runs the gamut, and it's exactly, man, I'm so glad you said that. I sit down and we'll watch Top Chef or Survivor, but there's nothing with a driving narrative, and to make a show that has one that is good for the whole family was really important to me.
Yeah. What do you think, Erinn? What does it mean to you?
It's everything. I think there's a real lack of this type of show out there right now. Yeah. Like Scott was touching on, and same thing. We're a next level chef family.
Next level chef, not Top Chef.
No, Next Level Chef is so good. There's 3 levels. It's Gordon Ramsay. I love it.
Are you mad at the left? Top Chef?
Yeah. Next Level Chef. But yeah, to where the kids and the teenagers see themselves and their struggles reflected on TV, as well as maybe, looking at their parents with a more sympathetic eye. We might be we're just humans in this world as well. That's one of my favorite lines. When my kids don't think I know things, they're like, how do you know that? I'm like, I'm a human in this world. Do you not realize I have a life outside of you? For all of us to see ourselves reflected in a show is beautiful.
Yeah, no, I want to talk about Carrie Christopher real quick, because my God, that kid.
He's booked. He is booked and busy.
He is booked and busy, and he's so good. I can't imagine working with him. I feel like he feels like a little man to me, like a little grown man.
He talks like a little grown man. I'll be honest with you. That kid has more professional experience. He's what, 12 years old? I've been working for 30 years, and he can run circles around me.
Scott, he is maybe 11 now. He was 10 last summer.
Right.
He is so
You're making it out that I don't pay attention or care, and that's not true at all.
No. He's so good. It's so interesting because the kids on our show have such a varying level of experience. Like Liv, who plays my daughter, the one who joins the wrestling team, this is like one of her first jobs, and she is so present and just real in every scene. And then you've got Carrie, who is such a professional and so young, and also so real, so present. I think all these kids, I look at them and I'm like, I love working with people at the beginning of their career. As I'm like, remember me, kid, like you got great things ahead.
I have to tell you a Kerry Christopher story since you brought it up. You know, he's in
Yeah.
the movie Weapons. And
Mhm.
the weekend that it came out, we were still filming in Atlanta last summer.
I
So
know.
there was, I don't know, 30 crew and cast members went to a movie theater to see
Yeah.
it at a 7 p.m. show on a
A
Saturday.
lot of them had worked on weapons as well.
Yes, a lot of the
Oh,
Right.
crew.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it's a mix. It's a mix.
But the movie played. Kerry Christopher, he was great in it. But as the lights were coming up, he stood up from his seat and went up and down the aisles, waving to everybody. Thank you for coming. It's
Thank
so
you
nice to
so
meet
much.
you. He then posted up at the door and shook hands as everyone left the theater.
And took photos. And I think he went to 4 screenings that weekend.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
I
It
don't
was
know if you know
amazing.
that part. He
It
went
was,
to like
I
4
did not
different
know that.
screenings. He
Had
went to
no
4
idea.
different screenings, and he said my mom made me wait for the lights to come up. Like he wanted to just get up there. He's eager, he's down and so
It's
talented.
beautifully honest, though, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
if we were being honest with ourselves, that's what we would do every time we had a movie in the theater. I'd be like, "It's me." Hey,
Oh, yeah. And instead,
you
I'm
know?
like, maybe go to one and hide in the back.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. I
Hoodie,
can't be
like
seen.
in glasses.
I
No
can't
one
be seen
sees.
watching my own stuff.
Yeah.
Who would do that? That's just narcissistic.
Yeah.
That shows that it's good though. If you want to watch it, you're not
Yeah.
just watching it for yourself, you know, you're watching it for the whole story.
I would watch this show on a big screen in Times Square. I
Yeah.
love this show, and I am not
Yeah.
embarrassed. I'm so proud of it. It is the kind of show that I like to make.
Yeah.
It's interesting too because it's been out on the Wonder Project app, and now we're having our global release on Prime Video. But so like my family and friends who I was like, please watch it. Please even just put it on and leave the room. Please just support. And we need the numbers. And the texts I was getting from all of them, like, oh, what she said to him, or this or that, like they were I was getting weekly emails from my
Oh,
stepmother. Like it was very sweet. Everybody just like watched it and loved it. Support, and I don't think it's just because I was in it. You know?
you
Because
don't?
I have people that are like, oh no, we just let it play. And I'm like, thank you so much.
Yeah, we just put it on and walked away. Let it go for you. Yeah. Now, years down the road, is there something you guys think you'll take away from this experience? When you look back at this show, what is something you'll instantly remember about it?
For me, I will remember the family aspect. It's the first time I've really played the patriarch of a family and been the lead of a show with a bunch of kids on it. So
Mhm.
it has taught me a lot about myself and dealing with children outside of my own home. Um, so I think I'm better for it. I hope I'm better for it.
Yeah. And I think, I have done a lot of comedy, which is a much different tone, and I've done some drama, some like horror and some this and that. But getting a chance to really mix it all together and put forth a fully realized character that
Mhm.
where it's her story, and I've just been so grateful for getting to be Lori for this show, and I hope I get to do more.
Do you guys have thoughts in your head on where you would like your characters to go in the future if they continue?
Oh man, I don't dare to make
Right? Right? It's like enough that I'm already like I even get mad at myself that I'm like, well, if we went back to Atlanta, I'd love to be more an like and I'm like, stop.
Yeah, it's dangerous to want too much
Yeah.
when it comes to, especially when it
Yeah.
comes to characters or projects that you like, because I'm so grateful with what we've had already. So
Mhm.
it feels selfish and greedy to want more. Now I do, and
I
in the dark
absolutely.
corner of my mind, I have plans galore, but I'm not I'm not admitting that to be true.
Well, I have my fingers crossed because this is so good. Like I said, I can't wait to revisit it with my kids. We're gonna watch it together on Prime Video, and
Good.
I can't wait. So
So
thank you guys so much for your time. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it. Yeah,
Nice to
thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Very well.
Yeah, good. I'm so glad. I want to know what it was about this show that really drew you to like really want to be a part of this project.
The writing,
Yeah.
hands down. I think the writing's so rich and relatable and complex. It was a no-brainer.
I love that. How many episodes did you get to read before you signed on?
I read one.
One.
So
Okay.
I just
And it
read
hooked
one,
you.
and it hooked me right away. Halfway through.
Wow.
I was like, I need to know what this is. I need to know who's doing it. I was in a kind of space of just wanting to just read it and then see what happens without looking to see who did it. And I didn't make it through the pilot.
I love that though. No, I love that so much. Is there something that you think you'll like really, I love this question because people always give different answers. Like what you'll take away from this memory of working on this show, like say years down the road, when you think back, what is it you think you'll remember about this particular project?
And the collaboration.
Yeah.
The collaboration of everybody, for sure. Just the people were from our showrunners to our actors to everybody. There was just such a level of community and collaboration in this. Everyone showed up to work prepared. Everyone's in a good mood. Sure, stuff happens, but like this was a dream job.
Oh,
So,
I love that so much.
Yeah, let's keep it going, please.
Yeah, no, please, fingers crossed. I mean,
right.
Listen, it's only 6 reviews, but it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. Did you know that?
I did, which is, I don't think I've ever seen that before, to be honest with you, not to jinx it, but yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, right, exactly.
What does it feel like to know that, obviously when you're making this, you're thinking it's something special, but to see that people feel that way watching it?
It's the most rewarding part of our job, for sure. But we kind of like, at least, yeah, we knew that this was going to be something special for us, regardless. Like this was the first job that I remember when I finished, I was golfing and friends of mine were just like talking about it. And I'm like, I don't really care who watches it. And they're like, what? I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what it does. That was the coolest 3 months of like my career so far. Like I had such an incredible job, such an incredible time, such incredible bosses. I felt super challenged in my work. I was like, this was awesome. And they're like, I don't think I ever heard you say that. I was like, yeah, I don't care who watches it. Like it just felt good to make something good too. It's just a good, heartfelt show, So I don't know. It was a different feeling.
Yeah, no, I love that. I mean, it's good, heartfelt shows. Like we need like goodness in the world right now, like for real.
I think that had a lot to do with it. I think the state of the heaviness of everything going on, the state of the world, the state of everything. I think finishing something like this that just felt so rewarding. And it was so easy to make. I was just like, let's keep this going, please.
I know. Well, I was going to ask you what the biggest challenge was on this, but it sounds like, for the most part, it was a pretty great experience.
Just myself, I guess I would say. Getting out of my own way, just myself with having enough faith of walking into these, like they gave me less. The alcohol episode was difficult for me. I really wanted to do it justice. I have a terrible case of imposter syndrome. So I wanted to make sure, I got out of my own way and just really just dove into these words and the work and the people that we were working with. And yeah.
Imposter syndrome. Look at your resume, sir. Like you're.
Yeah, I mean, you should know me as a friend. No, I have the worst imposter syndrome on the planet, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, I guess that's a good thing. It keeps you like, on your toes, right?
For sure. As long as you get out of your own way, it could be a very humbling and kind of keeps you kind of always striving to be better and do more, There's always somewhere else to go in this job. So
I love it. What is there like an episode that you just truly cannot wait for people to see?
Ooh, good question. I like our finale a lot. I like episode 8 a lot. It's a good episode. But for me, like I said, probably my favorite episode would be like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Of David's kind of arc.
Of your arc. Yeah.
David's arc, 3 and 4. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What was like when you were reading the scripts? Okay. Is there something that you were like, I cannot wait to film? Is it that as well?
I want to say I cannot wait to film. I
Yeah.
didn't sleep. I didn't sleep for 3 weeks. I
For
went
3
back like,
weeks?
I mean, I didn't sleep very well for those. I'm this is the Cuban coming out because it takes us like a week to shoot an episode, a week and a half. So I'm exaggerating, but I didn't sleep for the whole episode of 4 where I played drunk. I was just like,
Really?
yeah, I was just really wanted to do it justice. It just felt there was a responsibility. I felt like I needed to really just do it justice. So that kind of weight carries you, you know, like to like the nervousness and the like uneasiness and like walking and doing do the work even doing the work, I'd come home and I was like, I'm tired.
I'm sure. Yeah,
I'm tired because it was, you know, but yeah, probably that one.
It's gonna be a little mentally exhausting, I would think.
I mean, and then it was also, even though it was, you know, they give them all forms of intoxication. It was a beautiful art just in that episode. Like I would sit there and I'll watch, like I'll think about like different movies and stuff, or like stuff like a Heath Ledger kind of thing, or like something like that like just takes so like really losing yourself in something like that is, yeah. I mean, I get the mental health aspect of it and why it's important to kind of talk to people after doing stuff like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Well, before we wrap, I want to pivot real quick to some Jessica Jonesness.
Uh-oh.
How, because I'm a big Jessica fan, I'm a big Marvel fan. But how exciting for you was it to see Kristen come back into this world?
I know. I saw that on the trades. It was, you know, that show is, all the Marvel shows were great, but that show really built like a huge audience.
Yeah.
It built a huge audience, and it's you know, it's dark, it's gritty. I love the way it was shot. Like it's a good show, so I'm happy for them to bring it back.
I know. Well, you could come back.
Who knows? He's still there.
That's what I'm saying. You're alive.
He's still there. That's a possibility.
Would you
For
do
sure.
it?
Even though my son's he's so cute too. He's acting. I saw him. Kevin is he's like 18, 19 now. I'm like, every time I see him, I'm like, man, I'm getting old. I'm getting old because this man is like, you know, 19 years old or something like that right now. Yeah, maybe, but there's never say never, you know.
You could both come back. Let's
never
do it.
say never. Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and congratulations on this show. And keep my fingers crossed we see you in the MCU again.
Yes. The TV's on May 15th.
Yeah.